Hello everyone, Max Richards here with the Richards Group at Keller Williams Greater Columbus, and I want to welcome you to my very first YouTube video. And today we're going to cover everything you need to know about a few cities in Licking County, and we're going to cover everything from price ranges to home styles to community and local amenities so you can find the perfect place to call home. Today we're focusing on Granville, Newark, Pataskala. Let's jump right in. So first off, we're going to talk about Granville, Ohio. And to be honest with you, I might have a little bit of bias because I am in fact a Blue Ace and I spent a lot of my life in Granville, Ohio. So Granville feels like something out of a storybook. In Granville, you're going to get this New England feel with brick sidewalks, historic homes, and it's also rich in history. So the settlers came to Granville in the early 1800s, actually from Granville, Massachusetts. So you're going to see that architectural influence very heavily in Granville, Ohio. And Granville is also home to Denison University, which is one of the top liberal arts colleges in the country. So the university definitely brings a lot of energy and culture into the town while keeping the small town warmth intact. So a few notable alumni from Denison University, I'm sure you've heard of them before. We've got Steve Carell from The Office, right? Everybody knows Steve Carell. Jennifer Gardner, also a famous actress, has been in 13 going on 30 with a lot of other great films out there. There's also Bobby Rahal that graduated from Denison, which I didn't even know this one today, but he is an Indy 500 champion and race car driver, and he is also a Denison alum. There's a longer list, but we're just gonna hit on those few today. So another few things to talk about in Granville, Ohio is Denison also owns 350 acres right outside of Granville for hiking and exploring. I highly recommend it if you're thinking about making the move to Granville that you come and check it out. And Granville also has an amazing golf course. It is an original Donald Ross course. People come from all over to check it out. He is a legendary architect and it's open to the public and it's a must. You must check it out. If you're into golf, definitely go play it. I think you're really gonna enjoy it. So to jump into the meaty part of the video, how much will I pay if I move to Granville, Ohio? So obviously it goes higher, it goes lower, but today we're going to talk about the average home price in Granville, Ohio, which is right around $515,000 in Granville. So it does go a little bit lower, it does go a little bit higher. So in Granville, Ohio, if you look at the village of Granville, you're gonna find those cozier, historic homes, maybe a little bit less on the square footage, higher listing prices definitely in the village. So Granville's population is about 5,800 people and it's been growing. So that's due to the great lifestyle available there, great schools, and it's only about a 30-minute commute in Columbus. So if I were to tell people, if someone asked me and said, Max, I'm coming to Granville, Ohio, what should I do? What should I check out? So if you want to make a whole day of it, maybe you come into Granville, Ohio, lots of coffee shops to choose from. Maybe you go check out River Road. You could go to the station, the Village Coffee Company, and you go do that first thing in the morning. Go on a nice hike at the Bioreserve. Maybe you walk through Denison, check that out. And then maybe you're hungry for some lunch, so you go over to Alfie's. It is a cool little spot tucked right behind the library. Great food. And me personally, I have a sweet tooth. So maybe after Alfie's, I walk across the street, I go get some Wits custard, walk around, kill some more time. Oh wow, it's 6 p.m., I'm hungry again. So I'm gonna go to Three Tigers Brewing Company now. It's time to have a beer. It's time to get some good food, great food from Three Tigers. After that, maybe I finish my night off at the cidery. That sounds like a great day in Granville, Ohio. So whether you're drawn to the historic charm, the vibrant community events, the beautiful golf course, or the peaceful outdoor spaces, Granville has something special to offer. Now, let's head over to our next suburb. Next up, let's talk about Newark, Ohio. So it is one of the largest cities in Licking County, and it is the heart of a lot of the area's growth right now, growth and development in Newark, Ohio. So Newark definitely is a good blend of a growing city with the charm of a tight-knit community. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. Newark is also home to some major Native American historical sites. It's actually, the Newark Mounds are actually recognized as a World Heritage Site in Newark, Ohio now, so that's pretty cool. And today, Newark, if you go downtown in Newark, you'll notice that it's undergoing a large revitalization. I mean, there are a lot of breweries opening up, restaurants, coffee shops, lots going on in Newark, Ohio, and people are putting a lot of money into it, and it's very cool to see, and it's happening at a very rapid rate. So in Newark, Ohio, the average home price that you're looking to spend is right around $235,000. And now this is an average. It goes up, it goes down a little bit, but this is an average. It gives you an idea. So as far as homes to choose from, we've got a lot of new developments out here in Newark. You also have some really cool historic properties in Newark, especially if you look at Hudson Avenue in Newark. It's a really cool place to check out. Just the architecture there is pretty amazing. As far as population goes in Newark, Ohio, you're looking at about 51,000 people. And it's been steadily growing as more businesses and jobs move into the area. That population's been going up. And I think a lot of people are realizing that it's commutable. You can go from Newark to Columbus in 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the area you're in. So if you work downtown Columbus, it's definitely a doable commute. So just to talk about a few restaurants in Newark, Ohio, and a few places to check out. The first one I want to hit on is The Works. So if you've ever been to COSI, it is a place that focuses on science, history, and art. And even if you're an adult, it is an awesome place to go take a glass blowing class, to bring your kids to. Definitely recommend checking that out. The other place we kind of touched on are the Newark Earthworks, an incredible historic site with lots of Native American heritage. Another place is the Midland Theater. So it is a spot right off of the square in Newark. They bring in lots of great acts, lots of great bands. I highly recommend you catch a show there, even some famous comedians. I think one of the Impractical Jokers was just there, so they're bringing into some pretty big name people there, so it's worth catching a show or checking out what's going on there. Another cool place just came to Newark a few years ago is the Newark Station. So it's a cool kind of industrial modern warehouse building that they've converted to apartments and food, and it's just a cool layout. They have a whole outdoor volleyball section. It's really cool to see what they did with this kind of older industrial building. Highly recommend you check that out. They also have live music there. So if you're looking for affordability, a growing downtown, or a strong sense of community, Newark could definitely be a perfect fit for you. So now let's head to our third and final suburb. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about Pataskala, one of the fastest growing areas in Licking County. So Pataskala gives you kind of the best of both worlds. You'll get everything from that peaceful, semi-rural atmosphere, but you're still just about 30 to 40 minutes outside of Columbus, which is kind of a similar theme to the different cities or suburbs that we're looking at right now. So Pataskala is another town that's rich in history, and it was also established around the mid 1800s, and it's managed to keep its welcoming, wide open spirit even as it grows. Over the past few years, Pataskala has attracted a lot of new development, local businesses, and families looking for more space and value, which Pataskala definitely has to offer. So as far as real estate goes in Pataskala, there's a lot of new developments happening out there, a lot of new neighborhoods going in, and it's somewhere where you can still get a reasonably priced new build in comparison to a lot of what's going on in Columbus. So the average home price is around $320,000, and that's kind of that's a nice in between Granville and Newark as far as home prices goes, and that's just an average. They'll go up, they'll go a little bit lower than that, but that just gives you an idea of what you're looking at. So Pataskala also does offer some historic homes out that way, especially closer to the town center, new builds. And Pataskala population-wise is around 17,000 people, and it's steadily growing as buyers look for that combination of space, value, and convenience, which Pataskala definitely has to offer. So as far as Pataskala goes, you're gonna find access to all your major shopping in Pataskala. There's also good recreational parks in Pataskala. There's some more golf. Ohio, these areas are actually a great spot if you're a golfer. I'm a golfer myself, so if you're ever looking for spots to go check out golf-wise, please let me know. Or any questions about anything real estate related, or just beyond that to have a conversation, I'm always happy to help. So another thing to check out in Pataskala, Ohio are the farmers markets and community festivals. It's a great way when you move somewhere to meet people, and especially if you're coming from further away and you don't know a whole lot of people, it's a great way to kind of push yourself out in the community and a nice way to get involved. And I'll tell clients too, even if you're not moving to the area, it doesn't mean you can't go to the community event. It doesn't mean that you can't go to a festival. These are great ways to see how you and the culture of the community mesh before you move there and try to figure that out. You can do that before you even decide to move there. So whether you're looking for the historic charm and community events of Granville, the growing downtown affordability of Newark, or the peaceful suburban lifestyle of Pataskala, Licking County most definitely has a lot to offer. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you're thinking about making the move, or if you just want to learn more about any of these communities, the real estate market, the real estate buying or selling process in general, I'm Max Richards with the Richards Group at Keller Williams Greater Columbus, and I'll see you in the next video.